children, today we are going to study how to write a notice that comes in your O-level English paper. And this is a very important question and you will get 5 marks for this question. So today I am going to tell you how to score the whole marks by following this lesson. It's easy and don't feel exciting when writing this type of question, as it is you have practiced it in the classroom as well. So we have to follow certain procedure to write this notice, and we'll see what a notice is. A notice is a formal writing that conveys a message to a targeted group. So here it is a formal writing. Now children, you know the difference between formal and informal. So in a formal writing we have a special format, as well as it is a formal writing, we avoid writing unnecessary details and sometimes contractions like short forms, conversation languages and so on. So there is a special format of writing this formal writing, and it conveys a message to a targeted group. What is this target group? In the school, children, you have seen in a notice board there are some notices displayed. So some of the organizations in your school, such as English Literary Association and Sports Club and so on, students, the secretaries of these associations write notices to convey their meetings, gatherings and so in the school. And also the principal of the school write notices to inform some special messages to the staff as well as the students. So that is why the target group or the special group is mentioned here. And so why do we write notices? We write notices for different purposes. The first one is to inform a special event. In the school we have a lot of events such as meetings, sports meet, then prize giving and several other functions. So to inform these things, the secretaries or the authorized people write notices in different ways. And the second occasion is to give an announcement. We write notices. You organize special events, fair, then book fair, and sometimes special functions and ceremonies and all. So we write notices to announce this event. And the third one is to invite for a special occasion. We write this type of notices to our parents. Sometimes in an organization we write notices and displayed in the public places. And lastly, to give instructions also we write notices. And we'll move on to the next one. And notices are issued by authorized people. Everybody don't publish notices. Who are these authorized people? The first person is the secretary of the organization. Normally written documents are displayed with the signature of the secretaries of the organization and sometimes the government officers. In your villages, Brahmanaladari also displayed some of the notices, and he is a government officer. And the principal of the school and the managers, directors and so and so. So these are called the authorized people. They have to put their signature at the bottom of the notice. And when we write notices, we have to remember certain things. What are they? The first one is we have to write the word notice in capital block letter. Why is that? it should be capital as to get the attraction of the reader. So otherwise people feel boring when writing the notice in a small letter with lot of words. So that is why we have to write notice in block capital letters. And the second one, we have to avoid from unnecessary details. Why is that? Now in the exam you will have to write less than 50 words. If you write more than 50, we feel boring to read such a notice. So that is why it should be limited to 50 words. So we don't write unnecessary things in the notice. Only the things that we are going to discuss next should be included. And we have to follow the format. There is a special format, and to write to the point. We have to write to the point. Why is that? Unnecessary. We discussed don't write unnecessary things. So we have to write only the point. This is the format of a notice. So see children, the word notice is highlighted, then we have written it in block capitals, and here we have to include all the other details, just like the things that we are going to discuss. It is called the body of the letter, body of the notice, and here we have to write the date. Date means not the date that we are going to write here, but the date that we are writing in the notice. And here the signature. Signature means the authorized person's signature, and below that you have to write your designation, just like the director or the principal or the secretary or some other designation. So here there are some other points as well. Before writing a notice, you have to think of some other points. So these are some of the questions come across. So if you answer these questions, it is easy to write a notice. It's better. We'll see what the first question is. What is the notice about? That means the event. So when you will get a question in the question paper. So find out this thing. So what is the notice about? So it may be a function, what we discussed earlier. It may be a meeting, it may be a fair, it may be some other ceremony. So that is the notice about. And the second question, when will the event take place? When will it happen? So the date and the month and the time as well are very important. So remember all these things, they are very important. And where will it take place is another special thing. So it may be in your school main hall, in the ground, maybe some other places, in the auditorium or somewhere else. And at what time will it take place? It is very much necessary to mention the time. And lastly, we have to answer this question: what is the purpose of the event? It is very important. The purpose should be mentioned clearly, otherwise the notice is not complete. Right? So in brief, you can remember these things very well. This is, I have briefed all these things in this sketch, and you can see the answer for the first one is the event. The event, the first one, and then the day, time and venue. Venue means the place where we take place, where the function is taking place, and then the purpose, the date of the notice, and the signature. You have to remember these points very well, otherwise if we mix up these things, the notice will not be completed. Right? Okay. Now you can see a specimen of a notice here with the blanks. So with the blanks, why is that we have to fill up these blanks properly, right? So there's a blank at the beginning, and then the word of, again a blank, will be held on, again a blank, at blank in the blank. The purpose of the meeting is to, again a blank, and finally all the members are the board, all the members of the board are requested to be present. So in this notice, these things shouldn't be changed. Whatever you get, you shouldn't change the words, but you have to change only the words, that the phrases that comes to these slots. So in the first, here in the first plan, in the first slot, we have completed with the annual general meeting. So for this slot, we can write some other things. Sometimes you may get a meeting of a special organization, maybe a fair, maybe some other thing, right? So the annual general meeting. Now, here you have to write the organization. I have here as an example, ABC Company Private Limited. So the annual general meeting of ABC Company Private Limited. Here, in place of this, you can write some other thing. In your school, you can write the parents' meeting of Pinnavana Central College, or the in place of here you can write the meeting of the English Literary Association. Like that you can write, you can change this phrase. And will be held on. Will be held on should be in passive form. Should be passive. The whole sentence should be passive. The first sentence is very important and it should be in passive. Don't write. Some students mix up these things and change these phrases. Some starts ABC Company Limited, the annual general meeting. So it is wrong. So begin with the object of the sentence. The annual general meeting of ABC Company Private will be held. Will be held, or in place of held, you can add organized. It will be done, like that. Whatever it is, it should be past participle. As it is, passive sentence, will be held, will be organized, will be done, like that. Here, on. You know the preposition on follows the date. On the date. Remember that. Some students also make mistake on, after that you write the month. Not the month, but the date. On 27th, maybe 28th, 1st, 2nd, like that you can write the date. And the month after that, December. Remember, when you write the month of year, the first letter should be in capitals. So 27th December, or maybe 1st of January, like that you can write the date and 2020. So don't interchange the things, like in Sinhala we write the year first, then the month and the day. That is not the way that we write in English. And at. After that you have to write at follows the time. That isn't changed, that won't change. At 10:30 a.m. in the, now here you have to write the venue or the place, right? So what is the venue here? Boardroom. Maybe in our school we have meetings in the main hall, or in the auditorium, or somewhere like meeting rooms, right here in the boardroom. And the purpose of the meeting is very important. The purpose of the meeting is to, no need to change this. Whatever you get, whatever the situation you get, don't change this thing. The purpose of the meeting is to elect new office bearers of the coming year. Now we have some other purposes. For several occasions we have different types of purposes. So here, according to this notice, the purpose of the meeting is to elect new office bearers. We also conduct meetings sometimes to discuss the purpose of the meeting is to discuss some matters. Sometimes the purpose of the meeting may be to have a gathering, to organize a party. So it may be different. So children, remember, you don't change this part, but only this can be changed. And this last line is very important. This is also passive sentence. All the members of the board are requested. All the members of the board are requested to be present. Right? This is also a very important part of this lesson. So now if you write this type of notice, then you will get your whole marks. That is your 5 marks. And date, here you don't write date before this date. Remember that this should be written before the date that we are going to conduct the function. So it should be 1st 12 2020 this, and this is 27. So you have to write the date before the occasion. And here the signature, and below that you have to write who has written this notice, or the authorized person. So if you follow this type of notice, then you can easily score your marks. I think you will write some other notices and practice at home and thorough with writing notices, and you easily can score your marks in the exam. And don't worry, it's easy, and you will, I'm sure you will score your marks well. Okay, thank you.